And how good are you guys? Welcome back to Catmanstrosity, round 21, 2022. So with 2 rounds left, it's looking tight, like real tight up there. Not just at the top, but the top 8 as well. Like, I think Melbourne mathematically still finished 6th, and they're second favourites to win the premiership. It shows how tight this comp is, but they won't. They'll probably end up finishing second. But if everything goes to plan, God, I hope it does, they will finish 6th. Trying to get my notes up. My computer actually works. Oh, this is so annoying. Now, what's happened to my teams? Fire. Mate. Close window. My files aren't. Oh, here we go. Round 21. Here we go. Words opening up. What the hell happened to my profile picture? On this. Oh, now my mate thinks that I didn't. Score a half volley from outside the box in soccer, but I've got the notes open now. I'll just close teams if they'll take up so much battery. Oh, what am I doing? Close. Alright. So just close that. Close. Gee, I have to go through 2 pages. So round 21, let's see. So Melbourne's lack of inconsistency and lasting the whole game. That is very true. They have they cannot last the whole game, and they are so inconsistent. Like, 1 week, they killed Freo that night. I was like, they're back in form. Then a week later, they get absolutely run over by Collingwood. Honestly, I don't know what's happening to them. I still reckon they're still contenders, but whether or not they can win it now is a totally different story. Alright, yeah. So, honestly, for them to have any chance, they've got to last the whole game, and they just look so tired out there. I don't know what's gone into them. Like, just, they're good. They played well for 3 quarters, but once Collingwood got that sniff that Melbourne had slowed down, there's no stopping them. It was a one-way street. Yeah, now, Collingwood's luck. Yeah, well, Collingwood's luck and belief. As I said, their belief stay in it, but their luck is definitely still in there. Another win by under, well, in single-digit points. You can't really say it's a goal, but yeah. It was definitely a lucky win. But their luck will run out, is what I can say. And they just got to, how they play in some games where they're really good. Like against the Cats in round 3, they played extremely well. Like, they got to keep that up. Really got to keep it up. And just somehow, actually play to their standards that Craig McRae wants them to, because honestly, I I can see Collingwood doing well. They've got good midfield and a really good forward line and an alrightish back line. But now it's going to have I just got to say that there's got to be luck. There's got to be luck. But now moving on, best ons, Oliver, Johnson, gone, Oliver again. I'm not really going to say what the stats because I'm just going to show the stats. It does take a while though, but I'll say it just in case you're listening and just don't want to look like you got your iPad turned off and you're just listening to it in the background. But Oliver 42 touches, Johnson 4 goals, Gorn 152 fantasy, Oliver 8 tackles. It's 4:48 on Thursday Arvo, and I'm gonna have to bring this out tomorrow. There'll be a Friday Arvo, but I'm under a lot of pressure right now to get this out because I've got solid training. I'm gonna leave in probably an hour. I have to go to have dinner, and yeah, it's not looking good for me. So moving on. Hawthorn's late season push. Can't make finals. That's basically a done deal now, but they're showing some really good signs. And who's their coach again? I forgot. It's Sam Mitchell, yeah. I knew it was a Mitchell. I was like, who? I was like, it's Sam Mitchell. Yeah, but sorry, my computer's just glitching up. Trying to see the notes, but here we go. I was like, oh, that should work. I was just taking a screenshot and it shouldn't glitch up now. But yeah, Hawthorn's late season push. It's definitely going well. Really well. As I don't know what's gotten into them, but they're moving the ball really well. Like Gunston kicks another 5-bagger. He's playing really well. They're getting it to their forwards. It's good footy. Really good footy. Compared to Gold Coast now, their season is officially over. No chance of making finals now. It's mathematically impossible. Mathematically impossible. Because Carlton has still got to play St Kilda, even if it's a draw. Like, someone has to win or it's got to be a draw. Even if it's a draw, 46 points, they're out. Or, if Bulldogs will probably win both their games, so it's practically impossible. Plus, there's probably some other mathematical way that they can't make it either. There's a lot of ways that they can't make it. Even if it's, mind you, Carlton win, that there's still a sniff. But that lost Hawthorn well about ice it. Next year they'll be out there again. Definitely, but for now, sorry guys, this season over for you. Solid 33 touches, 5 for goals for Gunston, as I said before, 131 fantasy for Tolo. Finn Magnus, 10 tackles. Now, Giants show pride. As I said last week, they had to show pride. They had to show that they still cared for their club. They did it. They actually showed that they care. Like, doesn't make a coach more happier than to see your team actually try. And I can only imagine how happy the Giants coach will be right now. But they actually outmatched a team for a change and gave the other team a taste of their own medicine. It's what you love to see. From, well, what do you call it? Like, from a team that the AFL made. Like, you can't hate those sort of teams like Giants, Gold Coast. You want to see them make finals. Not win it, because you want your own team to win it, but you like to see them do well, especially against big teams like that, and get back into some good form. But, as I said before, they actually outmatched a team for a change and showed pride in that third and last quarter, second half, and really played the way that Essendon hate. Essendon is back in a pretty deep hole. Like, how do I put it? They lost to Giants. Like, doesn't get worse than that. At the moment, North are playing good footy, and yeah, it just doesn't get worse than that, really. So, the way for them to have any chance of showing some hope again. So, my notes, I had to get another screenshot for my notes to work again. Here we go. So, for them to get any hope of, playing finals again next year, they really have to win the last 2 games and play fast attacking footy. Make the next handball, like, make a team chase you. Like, it's what they have to do to win a game. Well, all best on for Giants. Whitfield 29 disposals. Hogan 4 goals. Hogan 117 fantasy. Caniglio 7 tackles. Let's see now. Fremantle's pace. Yes, indeed. They actually show some pace for a change. And beat doggies. Like, no one saw that win coming down at Marvel Stadium. Not even I did. I had some belief in them against Melbourne, but once that slump happened, I was like, the goal kicking, I did not give him a cent for this game. But as I said last week, something like moving the pace, showing some pace, kicking straight again, getting the accuracy back. It's all that really helps win a game of footy. But still some improving to do, I guess. 14-11, it's not best, but it's also hitting targets, I've noticed it's still a bit of a problem, but apart from that, everything's going well for the young guns. After 2 really poor weeks. Now, doggies crumble. Season is really in strife. I don't know what's happened to them. I had them top 2 this year again. But no, they're not. The midfield's just lacking consistency. That's the problem with a team like this. Like, you gotta have one really good year. When you got a midfield like that, a stacked midfield like that, you gotta have one good year where everyone just plays like all the other players surrounding the midfield, like the backman, the forward, the ruck, just have a really stand-up breakout year. That's what happened last year, but they couldn't get it done. Now this year they're starting to show that they can't just rely on the midfield to win them the premiership. You got to have other pieces to the puzzle. You can't just have one stacked position on the field and expect to win a premiership. That's what it shows. There's nothing else to it that They haven't got a good roster. It's not built in a premiership way. It's built for finals footy, definitely. It's an all-Australian midfield, but this is why none of them are going to be all-Australian this year. You got too many good players out there. Now, Dunkley 33 disposals, Lob 4 goals, Ryan 151 fantasy, Brayshaw 8 tackles. Now, Geelong's consistency, basically the opposite of Melbourne at the moment. Even though they sit very firmly at the top, the two of them, they're playing two different styles of footy. Geelong are actually moving the ball fast again. Finally, keep it up. 11 weeks in a row where there's no stupid footy. It's what you love to see as a Cats fan. There's nothing really more to say to this part. But everything's clicking at the right time of the year now. 2 easy games left. 2 teams that are finished. As a home final, or a prelim final is looking like they're going to get back there again. Well, they're looking like they're going to make it back to the big dance. But you got to get past the prelim again first, but it's definitely looking like they're going to be in a prelim. But yeah, hopefully Geelong do make it back there again. But I'm not making any promises, you Cat supporters out there. But St Kilda's slump, another loss. Like 2 weeks ago, they barely beat West Coast. Now they can barely beat. Oh no, they get smashed to Geelong when it was like 4 points of difference with a kick to go in the second quarter. Then all of a sudden they're 40 points down at half time, like 3/4 time. Like it's not how you can't win. You can't make finals playing like that. That's all I can really say. But they've still got some hope. Like the way that they managed to kick, really good. 10-5 when they were 5 straight at one stage of the game. It's really good. Their kicking is improving a little slightly bit. I don't think Max can kick the behind at all. But still, the fact that they can kick goals in a really fast, like in a real short period of time, shows the fact that they can go on like mini short runs. They can do that 3 or 4 times in a game. That can be real dangerous. Brad Crouch 28 touches, Hawkins 3 goals. Crouch 123 fantasy, Crouch 11 tackles. As he accidentally wrote Richmond's pace, but Richmond's pace. I didn't watch the game. I was too busy watching the Geelong game. But what I heard, they are moving the ball really, really well. Shai Bolton as well. Really, all they do is revolve on Shai Bolton now, but with him in the midfield, everything is just clicking for another finals berth. Even though I reckon they'll get smashed first week of the finals, it's all just everything is pointing Richmond's way for an elimination final. I wouldn't be surprised if I see Richmond in there this year. I don't think they deserve to be in it, but all their players are doing the right thing. Moving the ball really fast. It's how you make chaos footy. It's how they won in that dynasty. Chaos footy. Meanwhile, Port officially finished. They're just in a big slump. They've got to fix it. As for them to fix it, here comes Hinkley's future. As I said this year, give him 1 more year. I know I said that heaps of times and it still ain't working. He ain't proving a thing. This season is over. Give him 1 more year. And they'll be up there again next year. At least in the top 6. A team like this. Like, he's making good moves. Rose into the midfield. Like, Mollop retires. I don't know, that's just good for the squad, I guess. It gives you an extra young player to bring in. So, Dixon might retire, but then there's things like Georgiadis, dropping Georgiadis for no reason. Like, just he's out of form. He can come out and just blast an amazing game. Like, I wouldn't write him off just yet, Georgiadis. But that's why Ken Hinkley is not the top this year. Wise 32 touches, Bolton 4 goals, Nank, or I should say 4 goals, 5. Nank on 39 fantasy, and Will and Drew 9 tackles. As it says here, Sydney's awkward game, but so because at one stage when I was watching it, it was like kind of weird though. Like one stage just like 5 points of difference, and I go away. I had family friends over then. I go away, I don't watch it for like 3 minutes. I check back again, it's a 5-goal game. So either that's just North, but Sydney, I think it's dead. God, I think it's dead. There's only 3 games left. So yeah, but North, Sydney, the fact that it got so close at one stage shows that they've got a bit of working to do, a bit of tweaking to do, but I can't see them getting caught out just yet. Not by North, at least. But if they continue like this, I can see them getting caught out. The run has got to end, but they're showing some really good, fast-paced footy, especially with Buddy Franklin. He is playing really well lately. Meanwhile, North, though, coaching, I'll just talk about the coaches. Nothing to talk about, really. Playing wise. LDU, Jason King, LDU. Nikolaki beat 7 goals. LDU actually need to be seen, but Nikolaki beat 7 goals. So that's a bit of a positive for them, I guess, in a way. But Clarko, or if Hinkley gets the boot, I'll go for Hinkley. Or worst case scenario, they keep this guy. You're going to have a coach. Doesn't matter who the hell it is. You're going to have a coach. But honestly, they're just in a big, deep hole right now. They're losing, the players are going to start leaving, They've got to really work something out. I will talk more about that in the upcoming weeks, so definitely. Simpkin 31 touches, Arky 7 goals. But it gets better. Because Gunston kicks 5. Johnson 4. Gunston 5. Larky 7. And the next game is amazing. I'm not going to spoil anything yet though, but you guys know, but I'll save it up. Simpkin 120 touches. Parker 9 fantasy points. Parker 9 goals. 9 tackles, my bad. Now, Brisbane. They won by 33 points, but God, that was close at one stage of the game. They can't win the premiership this year, but I can't say really. They are in a deep, deep hole. I remember watching it, I was 50, 60 points of difference at half time. At 3/4 time almost. And all of a sudden, it's 15 points of difference with 2 minutes to go in the last quarter. Then they win by 33 in the end. It's not how teams win premierships. It really isn't. I don't know what's going on there. Whether or not, I don't know. They really got to work on trying to last the whole game, and their accuracy, again, 17-12 isn't the best, but they really have to work on just trying to, I'd say the midfielders cannot last the whole game. They rely on like a few players like Neil, Zorko, Cameron, McCluggage, Robinson, but they're all too old. They cannot last the whole game. That's the only problem. But yeah, if they want to win the premiership this year, they have to really work on first of all, their fitness, their accuracy, and their consistency throughout keeping the pace steady throughout the whole entire game. Meanwhile, on Carlton's behalf, same thing here. Exact same thing. Accuracy may be a problem, maybe 12-9, but same here. Like, for 3 quarters, they look like they're the worst team of all time. Then, the next quarter, they look like they're the best team ever. Like, I don't know. It's really weird. It's really weird. Like, they really got to try and work on at least playing in that zone again, because when they're under pressure, they just panic and they can't hit targets. They give it to players like Jordan and stuff that can't kick straight. To Koning. So Savani sometimes can't kick straight. They don't give it to their players like Kerner or Mackay. Like, they panic and then they miss their shots, and then yeah, it's just not a good look for them. It really isn't. But I can't see them doing well come finals time if they can get that zone back on track. But it will definitely be something that the coach will have to look at. 32 touches for Neil, 4 goals for McStay, 117 fantasy points for Neil, 7 tackles for Cooper. Now, Adelaide, they just rolled past the Eagles. Not really good signs there for their coach. Just beating the West Coast. But, yeah. Here comes the positive, but in a negative in a way. Kennedy kicks 8, which is not good signs for the defense. Whoever was on him, I would worry. But I don't know. They've definitely got room for they've definitely got room for development, but I'll definitely give them a few years and they'll be up there. But whoever was on Kennedy, they have to develop. Like, their tall forwards did not do a good job on a 30-something-year-old man playing his last ever AFL game. But West Coast, on the other hand, though, they look good when they got their full strength squad out there. They look real good. And for Kennedy's farewell game, he kicks 8, led 36 touches, but then he gets 127 fantasy led. More than Kennedy, which is weird. Kennedy would have gotten 48 fan. Yeah. Mind you, then you get 8 touches. 56. I don't know. Sorry, my dad's just calling me for dinner, but I'll quickly wrap up this part of the podcast, this first part here. But yeah, Samberry 12 tackles, but yeah, all those, well, at least Laird and Berry look like they're going to be really good parts of the future for Adelaide. Meanwhile, Kennedy, on the other hand, though, he's retired, so that's what you can really do about it there. Man of the round, Kennedy, can't really say anyone else. But had to go with Big J Kennedy. My dad's still calling me, sorry. But yeah, so he dropped 120 fantasy, 8 goals, 15 disposals, 11 kicks, 4 handballs, 8 marks, 1 tackle, 0 hit-outs, whatever those last 6 stats are. Now, injuries and suspensions. Cripps and Kelly both caught 2-week bans at AFL Tribunal. They both don't get off. So they're basically, well, Kelly's season is over. At least he misses our game. Geelong's game at least, but I don't really think Westcats are going to challenge that since there's no point really. Unless they just want Kelly to win their BNF. At the moment, according to AFL Analytics, going to Tom Barras this year. Especially if Kelly gets suspended now. I don't know. But Cripps, they'll definitely try and push for this one here, Carlton. They got barely any time now filming this. I think he's accepted it, I'm not sure. But if they still got time, they will. They need him. At least try and reduce that to 1 game. And God, they need him against Melbourne. That would just be an absolute avalanche of goals. Eagles side. Key Saints face tested a crucial Lions clash. Catch release Dangerfield update. I think Dangerfield is free to play this week, which is good. Season over for Giants pair. Clash and T's duo ruled out for Dogs clash. Yeah, so doesn't really matter for Giants anyways, but Bulldogs fans, I'll be happy if I were you. Easy game now with that Toby Green out there. And then, not sure what's going on there. I think Jack's still concussion or something like that. But, and also a few Collingwood players are sick, I think, or COVID. They're sick though. But, I believe it's Elliot. So Cottrell there for a second. Carmichael. Hoskin Elliott. Couple of none of the Dacos brothers, but yeah. As around 22 tips ahead of this, I'll be right back. So there'll be a short break here. Look, I've just got to quickly go for dinner, and soccer training after this as well. So see ya. Alright guys, so Cripps actually got off on the 2-week ban. So after I filmed the bit, so technically I'm not gonna cut anything out or anything like that. But yeah, he got off. So not really any other way I can explain it, but he got off. So he's free to play, but Callie still got the week, I think, yeah. So he'll play against Geelong. But that's the only change that, yeah. All the other ones are the same. Now, tonight, St Kilda, Brisbane. Oh, God, it's going to be huge. This is going to be huge. So, St Kilda win, their season's still alive, but if they lose, the season's over. If Brisbane win, they head into the top 4, overtake Melbourne. But if they lose, top 4's out of reach. It'll go either way, really. If Brisbane want to win this, they got to kick straight. If St Kilda want to win this, they got to move the ball really fast play tagging football and go on not just a 5-goal run once throughout the match. Do it 4 or 5 times. Really let them know. Really give Brisbane a fright. And tomorrow's games, Doggies, Giants. Giants got to show some pride again. I mean, Doggies got to give it all the fight that they've got. This is their last chance. The reigning runners-up. Who would have believed that? To miss out in the finals if they lose. It's going to be tough if they do. Really tough for you Doggy supporters out there. North now. North Crows. Crows should win this. The only way North can win it is if they just show pride. Do it for their fans. Do it for any travelling fans. Or all their supporters that want to win. Finish off on a good side at the end of the year. Meanwhile, Adelaide, though, same thing. Exact same thing. But you'll go in their favourites to win. Play fast footy. Let Keys and all those guys run it throughout the midfield. Get it to Tex, Tilthorpe, Fogarty. Let them do the job. No simple way to say it. Geelong, Gold Coast. Basically, basically on Saturday, apart from the St Kilda, first 2 days, apart from St Kilda and Melbourne, St Kilda, Brisbane and Melbourne, Carlton, the other games are so, uneven. What I've just noticed just then. The evenest game, the closest to even, is Adelaide North. Even that is the blowout. And Doggies Giants is second closest, and that looks like an absolute smashing. Most of them are 4 the difference, 4 spots difference, but yeah, Fremantle West Coast, I'll get to that one soon, but Geelong Gold Coast though, same thing here. Gold Coast can't make the finals now, mathematically impossible. Like I said earlier, I saw and it's just possible. If they lose, it's possible, but yeah. Got to show some pride for the club, for the city of Gold Coast, and honestly, play the fast football that they've been playing all year. Play the small forward game that they played without Ben King, their best player all year. Show the Cats what they've really got. Of course, I don't want that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll give him a chance. I really do give him a chance down at Gold Coast. If they can get the crowd involved, it'll be a really good game of footy. John, on the other hand, though, just got to keep moving the ball fast. What they've done all year with the change, Atkins to the midfield, Blissar's on the wing. All the guns are back. O'Connor's been dropped, or managed. And then, the other guy who's Menegola's playing, I think. I don't know. Smith has been managed as well. I reckon O'Connor's been dropped. He's out of form lately, at least, but managed is a call, which is rested, but I don't see him playing in finals. Well, we have no choice, but I don't know. If we get Simpson, I'd rather have Simpson out there than O'Connor. Oh, John, at least. And then now, basically, game of the round. There's no other good games. Or, actually, there are. This would be a good game, though. Both teams, one fighting for the top 4 finish. By the time they play each other, basically, if it's an even contest, by maybe quarter time, if Brisbane win, and if Fremantle are smashing, by half time, Melbourne will be out of the top 4. So basically Melbourne to keep their top 4 to still top 4. Carlton is still top 8. No other really easy way to say this. Melbourne, as I keep on saying, gotta be consistent. Gotta play that footy that they've been playing all year long. But compared to the Blues under the hand though. They've got to play his own footy. Just got to keep doing it. Got to kick it to Curnow, Mackay. Of course, I want Cameron to win Coleman medal, but so I don't really want him to play that. I want him to panic, but I do want him to win. It'll be good. It'll be really good to avoid Melbourne in the final. Carlton at least don't want to do it for themselves. Do it for the rest of the AFL. Put all their fight into it for the rest of the league and get Melbourne out of the top. Fremantle West Coast. Really, West Coast put up a fight. Play the footy that the premiership players have been playing. No Josh Kennedy, so that's one less key forward for Fremantle to worry about at least. But Fremantle's got to play the pace. For West Coast, though, no chance without Kennedy. I have to say it. No Kelly either. Nick Nat, not sure if he's playing or not, but no, he's not really going to make a difference. Darcy in better form than Nick Nat. He's going to go Fremantle's way. Richmond, Hawthorn. It's a good game. It will really be a good game. Richmond is going to win both their games in their top 8. And they got Hawthorn this week, which really is like one of those games that you just got to clinch. They really mucked up. I'm not going to swear, but they've actually mucked up so badly this year. Gold Coast, 40 points up, lost. Even against the Cats, 17 points up in the final term. Not saying they should have been that much up, but they got a bit lucky throughout that late in the second quarter and they got that run, but sorry. But yeah, all I can really say is that if Richmond want to win it, they've got to play panic football, chaos football. But Hawthorn got to keep doing what they've been doing. Whatever they've been doing, it's working. I don't watch their games, but whatever they're doing, it's got to keep playing that type of footy. Like, it doesn't really say in these predictions. Like, it's like you basically repeat the same things from when you do the round review, like what they've got to work on the next week. But yeah, but Sydney, Collingwood, that's probably the closest you get for game of the round, at least otherwise. But Collingwood are really what they really are. If they're a contender, they will go out there and win. If they keep their luck up, but legitimately, if they keep playing good, fast-paced footy with Dacos brothers, even Penderbury, side bottom in the midfield, they can be really dangerous down there at Sydney. Meanwhile, Sydney on the other hand, though, should be complimentary from here. Like, they're unbeatable there, really, this year. I don't think they've lost a game. But if they're really what they think they are, then if they, like, basically, whoever wins finishes top 4. Simple as that. But I'm going to have to go Sydney here. They're just better. They're more faster. They got more faster legs. That's what I'm trying to say, that they all do right, really. And then finish off the round. Pretty crappy matchup here. Essendon, Port Adelaide. I tipped Essendon. Just both teams just go out there, give it a fight. I can't really say much when two teams are playing for nothing, really. Look at it. This game, you got someone playing for something, playing for something. Someone playing for something. Wait, playing for something. Like John is still playing for a top finish, really. Still a top 4 finish. Not a done deal yet. And then, those two aren't playing for anything, really. Doggies have still got a crack. Well, really, North Melbourne are playing for their supporters, really. Show them that they still got it. But meanwhile, Doggies still playing for something. Those two teams in the first game are playing for something. So, it's a really good round of footy. Don't know what this is doing here. But yeah, by the way, this is the account. That's the account. Who else? think that's the kid that came to my front door for an NFL card trade. Not sure. But yeah. So yeah, 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, the Pies winning games by under 10 points. Well, that is a certainty in life. Different types of fans. Twilight, Underworld, Dracula, Collingwood supporters. Oh, that's... No team has ever lost 8 matches in a row by 50 points. Oh, that's just sad. Alright, now, I think this is meant to be top plays, but I haven't got my phone on me right now. So I'll quickly take a short break and I'll be right back with some more. Alright, so guys, I'm about to get the top plays of the roundup. Oh, so see out Suva's career high 7 goals. Blues in serious trouble. Here we go. Well, if I can get... I'll start off with goals.
There's your mark of the year. Unbelievable. Already with 3 goals for the quarter. Softens the kick for them to the leader. Bolton! Oh, we're seeing all his attributes. It still amazes me that no one puts fist... Oh, what a mark! Cool pressure on him. So they allow him to run and jump at the ball. Prestis, handball was creative. Sonsi ran, short kicks to the square. Alia, oh, what a mark! And in the covering for you. Rosie lifts! Covering for you. How many times has he done that?
That's a pretty decent mark, but
Slip and slide.
I don't think it's deservable.
Farrell, that powerful left foot, sends it.
Oh!
The climb of his life. He takes the mark at the top of the goal square.
Yeah, it's a wonderful mark, isn't it? It's a classic AFL mark. Rise up high, knee on the shoulder of the opponent. It was a perfectly weighted kick too from Farrell, I think it was, driving it in. On one leg, he's a beauty.
There's your mark of the year. Unbelievable.
Goals of the year now. Let's see. Durden, O'Driscoll, and Dorco. Oh!
Something special there. Fresh on the ground. Back to 21 points. And still 4 minutes left in this game. Sarong feeds it wide to O'Driscoll. Puts the hammer down. Has a bounce. Runs to 50. Drives it long. Epic.
No.
One for all time. Wow.
And a decent celebration too, guys. You got to love it. He just took the bit between the teeth. He said, I've got the pace to burn you off, and I'll have a bounce while doing it. Now, this is a young man that made a mistake in the second term that cost him a goal. Well, he's made up for it. Have a look at that.
That is character right there, Jace. It is the man, you're exactly right, who just hacked it away. Sard has coughed it up. Lockie Neal, they can put some more scoreboard damage on here. Brisbane.
Oh!
Saw go with a big fist pump.
That is a good goal.
4 goals, 5 to 1 point, and just a
We'll go
hurricane beauty for Carlton.
You know what though, there's one thing I've learned of that the last Brisbane goal, that the reality is. Regular season match against Carlton at home, 30-1 up, and your players doing that. Even in the third quarter, I'm kind of glad Carlton came back though, in a way. Even though I want Melbourne out of the top 4, that would have been, but I cannot stand, like, Bailey kicks a goal, right? And then it's acting like they won the premiership. It really chases me off, and they're crap anyways. But now let's move on to Stephen Motlop now. He's retired. I'll just go through some retirees. Motlop, pretty up picture. I don't know what happened there. Mundy, and then Hinkley, then I'll go on about the right from the start. Start off with Motlop. So, he retired. He had a good solid career with Geelong. moved to Port Adelaide, lost 2 prelims in a row. I'd have to say he had a pretty decent career. Although I from 6'5". Let's see. 13, 16, 17, 20, 21. 13, 17, 13, 16, 17, 20, 21, yeah. So, pretty solid career there from Stevie Motlop. He used to be really good, apparently. Couldn't do my dad, but he always used to get angry at him. But I don't know. But Josh Kennedy now, the Tigers, kicks 8 in his final game, wins a premiership in 2018, couple of Coleman medals. Solid career there from him. Definitely a Hall of Famer. He, God knows how many All-Australians he got as well. But don't know what happened here. But Monday, by the way, Motlop was effective immediately, so was. I left out Tip and Woody. My bad. I'll have to talk about him next week, but that'll be really interesting. I totally forgot, also Kane Lambert. Mind you, they were guys, ages ago, but still, they were huge. At least Tip and Woody was. Lambert. If you hear this Lambert, you not really big. What do you call it? Retirement. But Mundy though still got a few more games left in the tank this year. At least 3 more. We'll see. We'll see how far they go into September Fremantle. At least he didn't go effective immediately. If they weren't in the top 8, if they were finished, I still reckon he would have played out the season. It's the type of person he is. But Ken Hinkley now, this is serious business now. So his future at North, at Port Adelaide, is really it's on the line, really. He walks out of a press conference after someone asked him about his future at the club, and I don't know what that reflects on the club, but it's not looking good. The fact that he even asked the question shows that there are definitely talks happening. Something's going on behind the scenes. I'm not sure what it is, but could his coaching career be officially over? And could he just pull up the beers and actually sit back and relax for a change and watch some footy? That's the problem. You've retired, player like this, Hinkley retires from footy, then he becomes a coach. You can't, people they can't relax to watch footy, not even a game. Maybe they could watch the odd bottom of the table clash, but realistically, every game's what do you call it? A serious, every game's important for the club, really. Even if they're not playing, he would be watching, and you don't forget you've also got to, what do you call it, inspect, examine the other team, see what they're like, but this is why I reckon the pressure's getting to him, definitely, and I reckon he's going to hang up the boots. One more year, and that's it. That is it, really. Only star now, Elijah Hollins. Good on the young bloke. Didn't watch him play. I might actually quickly be back and show the ladder how everything is shaping up. Alright, so here's how the ladder is shaping up. John top, Collingwood second, Melbourne third, Sydney fourth, Brisbane fifth, Fremantle sixth, Carlton seventh, Richmond eighth, St Kilda 9, and then we got Doggies, who are then 10th. Look at Doggies, they got 40 points. Richmond's got 46. They're 2 games out of the 8. Richmond, if Richmond beat Hawthorn, their season is officially over. They blew an absolute thumping lead against the Cats. Now the season's over. Meanwhile, though, look at Richmond. If they win at least 1 game, depends what St Kilda do. They win both the games. They don't lose another game for the year. Or if they win 1, draw 1, they're making enough percentage. St Kilda aren't going to win each game by like 100 points. Meanwhile, Carlton can still miss out, and the rest will set in September. But look at it now. Gold Coast are mathematically out. Officially mathematically out now. 10 points behind. If they had won, they would still had a chance. But they had won on the weekend. Beat Collingwood in that game. They lost. They would definitely still have a chance. Beat Port Adelaide when they were unlucky. 40, 44, 48 points. They'll be in the 8 percentage. They'll probably have a better percentage than Carlton. Collingwood's at 106%. Hawthorn's is... Giants is 84.7. Like, seriously. Richmond 115. Like, Western Bulldogs 107. And they're 10th and Collingwood's 2nd. Look at the top 4 now. Geelong can still miss out. Like, still hot. But percentage, there's no chance. But you want to play the home final, but they'll win both their games. We'll win both the games, so that's top positive done there. Second, Collingwood still missed out. They've got to win a game to make even. They've got to win both their games. They've got to start by beating. What was they playing again? Beating Sydney this weekend. Their percentage is really costly. You expect your percentage to be like you win 1 game and you still expect to make it if you're second in this position. But God, their percentage is absolutely. Can I say the word? I'm not actually going to say it, but I could get banned. But it's crap. It is atrocious. I don't know what my dad's saying there, but Brisbane, though, I can't see them beating Melbourne last game of the year at home, but it's just how the ladder shapes up. You can predict the top 4 however you want to predict it. You can predict this part of the table however the hell you want to predict it. But bottom spot is up for grabs though, both sides. Percentage is well and truly close. Like, all it takes is North to get close in a few games and West Coast to get thumped away in both their games. It's going to be a disaster on the weekend for them. North, on the other hand, though, it won't be a disaster. Even though it's away, it won't be. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Round 21, 2022. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, so. Yeah. Well, I don't really know what else to say now. But. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So I'm just really tired for some reason. Plus, I've got I'm going out for dinner tomorrow night. Well, I'm just going to my grandparents, but for dinner, which Then I got a soccer game on Sunday, so. And I got karate tomorrow morning. And I just played a 40-minute basketball game. Finished school sports. Literally 14 minutes straight. Or 2 20-minute halves. Played 40 minutes. I only scored 10 points. They were pretty cool, but I scored 25 last week and 6 at the time. I average, what is it? Do the maths, I don't know. 35, 41. I was averaging 15 and a half. Now it's dropped by 5. I average about maybe 16. Probably going up. 35, 41. I don't know. You guys can play yourselves. 3 games I played, but 6, 25, and 10. And I've missed a couple of free throws, but I didn't shoot any today. The ref was pretty crap. He wasn't calling any travels. I only travelled once and they didn't pay it. But they didn't pay the foul, which was fair enough. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. AFL Catmanstrosity, round 21, 2022. See you guys next week. Also, heaps of content coming out for September on my channel. And a couple of vids coming out this week. Full guys vids in the making. I'm going to have to work out how to edit on the computer. It's so hard to just transfer it over to my iPad. Do it on iMovie. I'm going to have to try and work it out somehow. But God bless me. Good luck to me. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Go the Cats. Also, turn back the clock for the podcast. Will come out soon. Will come back soon. If not next year. Technically, those socials will turn back the clock in a way. Think about it, but there's so many ideas off the bounce that I want to do, but it just feels copyrighted. Like, it just feels like it's not my own ideas. I'll see. I'll definitely see. Peace out. Go the Cats. Go the Mavs. I'll speak about that in another vid, but yeah. See ya. See what round 22 holds. I'll see you guys next Friday.